mean, you mentioned properties in the north. I mean, obviously, properties you're talking about in sort of the south and the Bournemouth area on the south coast. What sort of properties are you buying in the north, and what sort of returns are you getting?
Diversified, basically.
Right.
Diversified in area and in type of property.
Right.
Last couple of years, 3 years, we bought about 25 terraced houses.
Right.
I mean, I've got an awful lot of flats, and I wanted more terraced houses to be diversified in the type of property.
Sure.
Terraced houses, at that particular time, 3 years ago, there were too many flats in the country because everybody had been building city centre flats that no one wanted.
Right.
But the demand was fine on the south coast, but demand was for family rental houses near schools and hospitals and things.
Sure.
So we bought about 25 of those in at very low prices.
Yes.
In areas ranging from Gainsborough and Doncaster, Wigan, Telford, Birmingham, some up in the northeast near Newcastle, and we bought them very cheap.
Right.
We bought one in Gainsborough that was worth 75,000, just a little 3-bedroom terrace, and we bought it cash for 52. Owned it for 6 months and rented it out. We then got a mortgage based on its real value of 75, which gave us 54,000, I think it was, which paid my partner his 52,000. He had been getting interest on that in the meantime.
Yeah.
And then a couple of months later we saw another one, so he then put some back in again.
Yeah.
And we bought this place called School Street up near Blackburn.
Right.
Held that for 6 months, refinanced that, got him his cash back. They bought another one in Northumberland, and then did the same again. And then we've just done it. We've used that capital then, plus a bit more, to buy 5 flats in Blackpool. And we're just going through that process, and we bought them cheap, getting a good rental income there, and just about to do commercial finance on that to get most of the capital back again. Probably not quite all of it, but most of it back again.
Gosh. So I mean, there really are opportunities. As I say, sitting here in sort of September 2011, there really are opportunities out there still.
The reason I like the north at the moment is because they had a bigger crash than we did, and values dropped more than we did in south here.
Sure.
So, but their rents aren't that much lower than down here. They're a bit lower, but not that much lower.
So the yields are a lot higher.
Which means that your rental yield is much higher.
Interesting.
And all right, you might not quite get the capital growth there as you do here, but in the meantime you've got double the return.
Yeah.
And if you can't sell properties in the next 2 or 3 years, then in the meantime you need some really good rental returns.
Sure.
Instead of relying on capital growth.
What sort of numbers? I mean, returns. What sort of returns you enjoy?
Obviously, it varies. I mean, the terraced houses are 6-7% maybe.
Wow. It's very good in the current climate.
But up in some of the flats and things in Blackpool, which you're buying a lot of at the moment, they're 9-10%.
Really? Gosh.
Sometimes some of them more than that.
Yes.
So I like a diverse.
I think you're exactly right. I think diversification is key.
So we've got 40 odd on the south coast, 4 in London, and then the total about 90 now. The rest spread all over the place.